Russian fourth command card. Now is Alexandr. And now there is a choice to make. Either I build one more last siege work and do the actual storm with Vladislav on the next card. But the problem if I do this is that everyone is going to have to feed again, and I'm not going to have enough lords in play. There is nothing to feed them, so Vladislav will disband and Domash will disband too, and Alexandr, they will all disband, and I have only one coin in the Veshe to keep only one lord alive. And it would have to be Alexandr. Yes, it's not Vladislav. The last one will be Alexandr. This one is Alexandr. So I will have to pay Alexandr. And even if I will have 4 siege markers and 4 rounds, Alexandr don't have is far to have enough forces to beat both Herman's forces and the garrison. So he's going to do the storm right now with the 3 lords. The problem is that there is only 3 siege markers, not 4, and the actual walls protection that they give is okay at 3, but the problem is that I'm going to have to beat everything in only 3 rounds. And with only 1 lord at the time, and Alexandr at first, and then it's going to be Domash and probably Domash again if he doesn't have too many losses. So let's put the storm array. So I take the 3 siege markers, I put them here, and I put Alexandr's mat in front. So there can be only 1 lord in front, and Vladislav and Domash in reserve, like that. And Herman is alone in his bishopric, but not really, because he's got 3 men at arm with crossbow here. Oops. 1, 2, 3, and 1 knight as garrison, so that is really strong. And his wall is 1-4, so the odds I think are way better on the Teutonic side, despite all the efforts by the Russian player. So yeah, let's begin that with the archery of the defending side. So that's 1.5 is 2 strikes, and it must hit an armor unit first, so it's going to be a knight of Alexandr. So walls, it gets the walls. Second strike, walls, it gets the walls too. Okay. Next, archery from this side, there isn't. Next is everything on foot. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, because knights have only 1 strike during storms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikes on the defending side. So let's see, 10. So first walls, second walls, third walls, fourth walls, fifth walls, okay, and fifth this knight. Oh, routed here. Next, sixth walls, 7, seventh knight, he routes. Then 8 walls, 9 walls, and 10 walls. Okay, pretty good for the Russian. Now horses and foot, so 1, 2, 3, that's 3 strikes. Yeah, the knight will take it first. But first, the walls. So first, yes, knight, resist. Second, walls. Third, walls. Okay, so no garrison loss. So that was the first round. Next, I'm going to switch the lord that is in front for the attacker. So Alexander will go back and Domash will come in front here, like that. So that's the second round already. So defending archery, that's 2 strikes. First wall and second wall. Okay, next attacker archery, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So first walls, and yes, the walls is 4. Second walls, that's a 5, yes. So second knight, yes, this knight is dead. And third hit walls, yes. Third hit men at arm, yes, dead. And fourth hit walls, no. And that's all for the archery. Next is foot defending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. So first wall, yes. First sergeant, rout. Second walls, yes. Second sergeant, no, men at arm, yes, routes. Third walls, so third militia, out. Fourth walls, fourth militia, route. And fifth walls, fifth militia, so route. And sixth walls, yes, sixth militia, yes, resist. Seventh walls, yes, and 8 walls, 8 militia, resist. Okay, next is foot for the attacking. So that's 1, 2.5, it's 3 hits. So first hit, walls. Second hit, walls. And third hit, walls. So nothing. Okay, next is time to switch again, is it? Yeah, because Vladislav has crossbowmen, so I think he's got a little bit more chances than Domash. So Domash will move. It's time to move back in reserve. Put this here. And then Vladislav will go in front. Like that. And that's the third and last round. There's no way I beat everything. But let's do it. So first is one hit for the garrison crossbowman. One hit. And the sergeant will take it. It's the wall first. Okay, it gets the wall. Next, the Vladislav crossbowman. So that's one hit on the walls. No, it doesn't get the walls. Next is the foot of the defending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So first walls. Yes. First sergeant. Yes. Routed. Second walls. Oops. I think that's 1, 2. Yes, everything has no routed. So that's the third walls, yes, and third men at arm. Resist. Fourth walls. Fifth walls. Yes, fifth men at arm. Resist. Six walls. Six men at arm. Yes. And 7 walls. Yes. And 7 men at arm. Routed. And 8 walls. 8 men at arm. Resist. So next is 1 and 2 hits. Only 2 hits on the garrison. So first hit walls. No. Second hit walls. Yes. Second hit men at arm. Yes. So he goes here. But then that's the 3 rounds already. So Hermann didn't lose any unit. So that's it for the siege of Dorpat. It's a complete failure on the Russian side. But it's a difficult stronghold. It's the most bishoprics are the most difficult ones after Novgorod. And Hermann is a pretty good lord too. So that just ends their card, but now they're going to feed. So let's do that. I put this back here. And the siege markers remain here. But now they all have to feed. And they have no loot for the siege. There's only 1 coin there. So he goes, yes. They all, Hermann either. But that's Hermann's vassal. That's his vassal. So I put Domash back here because he cannot feed, and his vassals too here. Next is Hermann here and his vassal there. Next is Vladislav, him and his vassal there. And Alexander has no vassal there. So that's feed, no one can feed, and then pay. The only one who can pay is the Russian with this coin in the Vichy box. So I take it, and who am I keeping in the field? I think Alexander is the only one going to play anyway after this, but there's nothing else he can do. Domash is not going to play again, but he's got more forces, so he can remain there. Yes, I'm going to pay Domash. So I move Domash back here, so all his vassals and himself there. So that was for feeding and pay, and now is disband. So many people disband. First is Vladislav. So we'll put Vladislav back here and his vassal. I put this vassal back there, but he's gone. He's gone right there. So no more units. It's useless to roll for the routed ones. Put them here, and this goes back here. And his cylinder is removed for 3 boxes. So 1, 2, 3 goes here, which is pretty pointless at that point. And Alexander is gone as well, so no need to roll these ones. I'm a little bit sad for the Russian. I did a lot of efforts, and he's eliminated so easily like that. And then there is his marker there, and his mat is removed. And his cylinder is but 6 service boxes away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I roll for these units. Okay, the sergeant, he's back. The man-at-arm, he's back. And then 3 militias. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, one of them comes back, like that. And these are gone. Like that. So I think even if now there's only 1 lord left, the 3 siege markers remain. It takes more lords to build up new siege markers, but once they are there, they will stay there until all besieging lords leave. So that ends the failure of the Dorpat storm. So, finished. Actually, there is one more to this band. It's Hendrich Vassal. So 1 knight and 1 man-at-arm. So I put Herman Vassals there, so I take away 1 knight and 1 man-at-arm. Good. Now it's finished for Will.